It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC North rivals. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
Well, the Midwestern snows have come to Southern Ohio, and we are in for a chilly afternoon of football at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather, snow, and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati, from the 6. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot. Get him going, baby.
First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Chubb will try the middle here. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken. A
good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert.
But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watson. Forced out to his left.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, He took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. And Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Burrow.
He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And Burrow going to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Burrow will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
The wind is at his back, and they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and this Browns defense stands tall. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a dump off here complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they go play action now. Burrow. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And he is out of bounds, up past the 10.
Holding, offense. Don't do us like that.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Still first down.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded at the 33. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. Working with a 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Now it's Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran now a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, here's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up a throw. He's looking deep for Bell. And that is incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the 2nd quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. And that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he goes out right around the 39. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Back to throw here. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Burrow. And that's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Do your thing. Guys, baby, get it on right now. Oh, let's turn it up.
Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
It's showtime, baby.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
Well, the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Browns. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Burrow on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. When you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
A good gain on first. Has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got room.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's do it.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Burrow will throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow, open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Let's have some fun. Let's get some fun now.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So after
after the made field goal. Here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down 13-10, under a minute 20 to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Watson to throw. Into the hands of Cooper.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 79 yards.
And the Browns use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.